Lycoris Recoil has become an absolute phenomenon in Japan. Blu-rays are destroying numbers, merch is coming and flying off shelves like an Egyptian pharaoh's pump and dump harem. And despite the fact that shops are limiting one purchase per item, no matter where I go, I swear everything is sold out! Look at this! Just let me buy a t-shirt! What's interesting to note is despite it gaining decent popularity in the English-speaking community, it didn't really go any further than successful seasonal show. Meanwhile, I feel like I'm looking at the reincarnation of gay girl Jesus on the cross with the traction it's gotten here. It's honestly the closest I've felt a non-shonen go mainstream in a long time. But why? How could some random original anime that popped out of nowhere suddenly rival the renaissance that was Madoka Magica? Surely not just by being a good anime. Today, I'd like to look into the possible reasons it has become so gargantuanly popular in Japan. No, seriously, people are still hallucinating weekly episodes. I don't even think Hitler was on this much copium when he lost the war. To quickly get this out of the way, a very surface level reason we can deduce is Claris and Sayuri doing the opening and ending song respectively. Both artists are quite popular, and it's a pretty classic strategy to get some fans of both artists interested in the related anime. I mean, have you seen the Chainsaw Man ending song artist list? It's so packed, I swear Michael Jackson's gonna rise from the grave and make the 13th episode ending song. Beat it! It does definitely help that the ending is legendary and slaps harder than a Call of Duty player rage quitting. Obviously, this is only a very base level thing though. Many other anime have had famous artists and have not come even close to the peaks of Lycoris Recoil. It's merely a nicer starting point, a degree of contribution if you will. This can be a whole other video, but the anime taste of a Japanese audience and a Western one may greatly differ, and rightfully so. With the amount of cultural and habitual differences, it's no wonder that the judging criteria may vary between audiences. Yes, there may be some things that can transcend the language barrier, such as money, love, and X-arm, but some anime's core will simply appeal to one audience far more than another. Though a very huge generalization with a lot of exceptions, Lycoris Recoil is what I think a lot of Japanese people seek in an anime and what highlights the differences between a Japanese and Western audience. In the English-speaking community, you often see people praise the ever-living shit out of shows with a complex story with deep themes such as 86, Attack on Titan, Made in Abyss, and while I'm not saying these shows aren't popular in Japan, when Love Live is constantly destroying these highly acclaimed franchises while feeling like it barely exists in the West, you kind of have to wonder, are we the weirdos? But I would like you to imagine this. You're a single Japanese salaryman. You work 70 hours a week and barely ever have free time. In the occasion that you do, you watch anime. After a long 12-hour work shift dealing with shitheads all day, you get home soul half broken and in a desperate attempt to cheer yourself up, you turn on the PC and watch some anime. Now what do you watch to heal yourself? A. Child soldiers screaming, having a mental breakdown that they don't want to die as they get brutally murdered by robots. B. Cute girls bickering, cuddling, doing slick gun shit with anime-esque unrealistic powers. The answer is obviously A, because who doesn't get off to tormenting others in their misery? I think you can see where I'm going with this. We've seen time and time again how hot garbage isekai with a love story worse than Twilight consistently tops the charts over what some may consider genuinely quality fiction. If you're a weeb and know anything bad about Japan, it's how anything starting from high school is literal exam and work hell, and you'd probably be better off as an isekai slave. Literally. At least they get food and housing benefits. If you're stressed off the fucking charts and just need something to stop yourself from dolphin diving into a dolphin's home, it's a comfy show with cute girls. It's why there's so many cute girl shows. It's why stuff like Spy X Family is able to transcend money-making machine. It's why there are existing people that genuinely like Spirit Chronicles. Like me. There is literally a genre in Japanese called Iyashike, which means healing genre. Like healing your broken, war-battered soul healing. Now on the other hand, let's think about what Japan loves. Fucking moe. I swear I hear kawaii every day, it rings in my head as I walk home. Japan loves cute stuff. That is no surprise. It's just inherently a part of the culture. Guys love cute girls love cute girls, cats love cute girls fuck cute girls way. With that in mind, let's have a look at the qualities possessed by Lycoris Recoil. If you were to ask me to put this anime on the intensity scale, my answer would be 2 + 8 is 5. It's weird. One moment we're underwear shopping, the next episode we're fighting terrorists. I've already talked about how they somehow managed to magically mix slice of life and action perfectly, but what I haven't talked about is the increase in intensity. The final arc is the only one that truly feels like it has consequences amongst the fighting. Yes, the early episodes had gunfighting, but you knew it would be okay. Chisato was trolling. You think they'd make the main character lose to an NPC? The level of slice of life to holy shit she's gonna die changes from the former to the latter as episodes go on. This brings me to my main point. Lycoris Recoil is very easy to watch. Exactly what a Japanese audience is seeking. Who doesn't want to see cute girls doing cute things, but also cool girls doing cool things, but also dead girls doing dead things? With the exception of a few darker moments for world building, all the early episodes were easy to just pick up and watch. You have Chisato's amazing, bubbly, charming personality, you have the super cute interactions between the main characters, you have just an overall happy, comfy, and cute vibe. This is, as we've discussed earlier, exactly what a Japanese audience likes. It hits the checklist of both moe and heals your soul. Like, come on, don't tell me any of Chisato and Takina's interactions don't get you smiling like an idiot. But then, there are plenty of cute girls, moe, teehee, I'm totally not being pretentious shows. Why Lycoris Recoil in particular? I personally think it's because of how unique and refreshing it is. Not just in the cute girls doing cute things genre, but just as an anime as a whole. Most cute girls doing cute things shows take place in a school setting. Oh, it's another band. Oh, they're touching grass again. How about the beach episode? Who's tripping over air and having their panties exposed next episode? Lycoris Recoil, while technically in the same genre, has so much more to offer. You have super cool gunfights that would make an American patriotic. You have an interesting dystopian anti-terrorism setting. You have some of the best character dynamics in anime. Sakuga as fuck action and slice of life scenes. Top tier voice acting even amongst the insane industry, which I'm sure a Japanese audience appreciates more than an audience that doesn't speak the language. So many things makes it stand out amongst the endless crowd of mediocrity and dumpster fires, while still somehow maintaining the core moe and cute interactions everyone desperately seeks for. Yes, the show goes story intense later, but that's like episode 9, it's so late. Everyone's already super invested in the Chisato-Takina relationship. It's too late to back off, you can't just quit a JRPG at the gate of the final boss. And besides, even amongst the heart attack inducing episodes, they still somehow manage to fit in some cute scenes and interactions while not ruining the entire atmosphere. Look at this smug face. Only best girl who's aware she's best girl is allowed to do this. Any other waifu, I'd Kazuma them straight into the stratosphere. Or just destroy their eardrums with singing. It is all these unique qualities that has allowed Lycoris Recoil to successfully carve out its own identity, to the point where no other show can even come close to being compared to it, while still maintaining what makes cute girls doing cute things anime so lovable and turning that onto the max. There's no other anime you can describe as it's like Lycoris Recoil. On top of that, the entire show is just very easy to recommend to friends, even normie friends. There's no over-the-top ecchi or gore, the action scenes are cool as fuck, and there is enough of an underlying story to keep a general audience interested, while not interrupting all the cute stuff Japan loves so much. Hell, it's family-friendly enough to watch with the family. Look, if a sex offender can pass as a hero in a kids show, I think Lycoris Recoil can be rated E for everyone. Or DA for Daddy Mika! The other reason I think Japan can appreciate Lycoris Recoil so much is the fantastic dialogue writing. Lycoris Recoil's dialogue is so fucking entertaining. I could watch Chisato and Takina discuss the morality of gun control or why naan and cheese don't go together and it'd still all be the same old entertainment. While good voice acting can still somewhat get across to an international audience, it's far more difficult for dialogue writing to do so, especially things like casual banter. Let's just use this one scene as an example. Moshi moshi is hello, like when you pick up the phone, hello, and Chisato says moshi 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 moshi. So naturally, the correct subtitling would be hello, hello. It's not wrong, but try saying hello, hello in English. Say it out right now. It sounds awkward, doesn't it? If your bank called you and you said hello, hello, I think they'd report your info to the CIA and also slam the phone on you, but that's not important. Meanwhile, I don't know why. I'm not well versed enough in Japanese linguistics to tell you why, but moshi 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 sounds cute. sounds nice. It flows well. I didn't know I needed this. Then the next line. Chisato's signature. So technically, choi is Osaka ben aka Osaka dialect for chotto. Like, you know, chotto matte. And okay, if I were to explain all the meanings behind chotto, this would probably turn into a PhD linguistics thesis. So to keep it simple, to really oversimplify, it depends on the context on when you use it. In this context, Chisato is screaming at the car that's about to smash her, so the closest translation would be something like, wait. So you'd use it in situations such as this, which is weird to put in subtitles. So like, whoa is not wrong per se, but I feel like it doesn't completely capture the charm or meaning or panic behind it. You might get a feel for it if you've been watching anime for long enough, but to a casual international watcher, it's just like, whoa. This 15-second clip is only one of the many instances where subtitling just doesn't do the amazing original script justice, cause it just kinda can't. English and Japanese are just too different. This is why I personally think a Japanese audience is able to enjoy Lycoris Recoil so much more. It's all these small things constantly going on in the dialogue that just keeps it so engaging as opposed to the cardboard templated lines so many isekai and rom-com garbage have. Somebody who knows zero Japanese will just inherently not be able to get these small points. Just think of any streamer or gaming community you've been in, and imagine not being able to get the small inside jokes. You'll still be entertained if the streamer is a genuinely good streamer, but there is something that's missing. If you were to put it nicely, it's the cultural differences having difficulties overcoming the language barrier. If you were to put it bluntly, skill issue! I swear, the day I watch Monogatari is the day 20 different videos get made. So I know I just gave a 10-minute explanation on Japan stuff, but all of that is bullshit in the eyes of the true reason why Lycoris Recoil popped off. What could be the legendary... It's Kojima. They have his face plastered everywhere. He's literally one of us. Okay, but really, I'm sure he had some level of influence. It's fucking Kojima. He's like one of the 7 gods of the earth. How much? I don't know, but clearly enough for stuff to capitalize off of it. So yeah, there's that too. While I give all this explanation on why Lycoris Recoil means more to me than my Japanese firstborn child, that doesn't take away the fact that Lycoris Recoil is quite popular in the English-speaking community, with a very positive reception. Just not the Buddha descending onto Earth event it is in Japan. Whether all these factors come into play or not, Lycoris Recoil is still a masterpiece of an anime that anyone can easily enjoy with amazing characters, interactions, and overall production. I will continue shilling this anime forever, even in the afterlife. Chisato is best girl. I really should just become a Lycoris Recoil channel.